Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast with me, Kosi. And of course, today with me in the house, I have a Chelsea fan, Aarons. How are you, Aarons?
I'm good.
Welcome to the Arsenal podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so we'll be doing the Arsenal Leicester, team news and match preview, the predictions, some transfer news, and the league predictions. Where will Arsenal finish? Where will Chelsea finish? And what are the reasons? So make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you're sharing and you're liking the video. Smash the like button, make it blue. Make your like button blue, right? Okay. I'm gonna be giving you some of the injury updates in the Arsenal sick bay ahead of the Leicester City game. Aarons, we are taking on Leicester City, the AFL Cup, and as Arsenal, not the easiest of fixtures because we have not won against Leicester City. In the past 3 games we have visited the King Power Stadium. So I think Arsenal fans must be very nervous. Not like you are taking on Barnsley. Anyway, starting with Emily Smith Rowe, the Arsenal website has confirmed that this player is coming back in 10 days. I think he had a shoulder injury, but within 10 days we'll be back, so we don't expect him to feature today. Socrates as well has a calf injury. He'll be back. He'll be back this week. I don't think even if he's back, he's going to play. I think he should get injury free so that we can actually sell him and get some money, bring in Party and Awar. That's I know that's what you guys are thinking about. Tierney is back in full training. He had a groin injury against as we were preparing to come for that West Ham game, so he could be available for selection in the Liverpool game, but it might be very hard for Mikel Arteta to rush him back into action. So I don't think Tierney is going to come back into action today. And then Cedric Soares is also sidelined for today's game. He has a calf injury. However, there is no return date. So those are the latest injuries you have sustained. The long-term injuries, the people who have been in the sick bay for almost forever. Callum Chambers with his knee injury, but the medical team is saying he's doing well. He might actually come back this September. Gabriel Martinelli with the knee injury. He's coming back at the end of the calendar year. So, guys, you've been asking, so much of Gabriel Martinelli. So please make sure you're patient until the end of the calendar year. Scotland Mustafi has a hamstring injury. He's coming back in October. Still, I think he's coming back for he must be coming back for purposes of his transfer with Lazio, because I don't think Lazio would want to take him in injured. So that is basically what is happening in the sick bay of Arsenal. Anything big around this game? Mikel Arteta held his a short press conference answering a few questions on what he thinks about this game, what he thinks about the league. And he said that, it's not going to be the easiest of games. Leicester City isn't the easiest of clubs. But he said, you need to win every game in, game out, to have that consistency. And I said it on my show yesterday, that if you want to win the league, if you want to win silverware, every game matters, whether it is small or big, whether it's a small cup is a cup, a trophy is a trophy, silverware is silverware. So it really matters. And I think the biggest news we have is Mesut Ozil's start this season. I think he might make his first start this season. Although Mikel Arteta is trying to sugarcoat that he's training well and so on, I'm not really sure about that. But he has been training with the under-23s. So probably he might get a chance to play for us this season, and who might start today. Matteo Guendouzi handed in a transfer request according to some reports, especially TalkSport. However, this is another chance for him to prove to the manager that he could be actually resourceful and useful. I also expect to see Matteo Guendouzi today, either from the bench or starting that game. The truth is, I would play Guendouzi over Willock. In that lineup. And of course, I think Mohamed Elneny will be the pivot in our midfield. Edin Nketiah and Runarsson. I think Nketiah will be the striker to start for Arsenal. And then Runarsson, the new man, must be coming in, in goal. You guys have been asking me so much of, Runarsson. Will he start? What do I expect? What one? I think, he can get chances because he has been training with us ever since Friday. How many days are those? Those are almost 3-4 good days of training. So he's set to go. He's set to go. He has been announced, shot number 13. I think, Arsenal can use him. Okay, some of the transfer rumors around the club and at this moment, the strongest is around Nabil Fekir, linked with Arsenal again after being linked with the club almost, what should I say, almost 3 years, 4 years ago when Arsene Wenger was so much interested in his services. Lyon denied us the chance to take him, at the Emirates Stadium. Now he's at Real Betis. We are interested in him if the signature of Houssema Wa fails, which is very close to collapsing because Arsenal are still, thinking about spending all that much on a 22-year-old Houssema Wa. He's Mikel Arteta's priority, but I think if Nabil Fekir can give you what Houssema Wa gives you, not at the same quality though, not at the same rate, but at any rate, I would take him. I would take him. I said it yesterday and I'll repeat it today. I'll take him. Edson Cavani is linked with Arsenal on a free deal now. I don't know what this means. I don't know what papers mean when they write such trash. But, at times I find myself, looking at it and I'm like, what is going on? We are linked with Edson Cavani. He was linked to Chelsea before. And I'm going to ask Aaron, would you take Edson Cavani, almost 35 years of age? He has been at PSG for almost his life, ever since he signed from Napoli. A striker of 35 to the Premier League, would you take him?
Well, I guess it would depend on his performance, but 35 years old, also depending on how much we're getting him for, but I don't think I would.
Probably it would be a free transfer.
Free?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, then I'd consider it.
Anyway, for issues of squad depth, you would think about it, but Edson Cavani, the lion that no longer bites, now, it would be hard for me to convince me. And then, the big debate, Matteo Guendouzi and N'Golo Kante swap. We have a Chelsea fan on the show. N'Golo Kante, one of the best players in the midfield for Chelsea and in the league, obviously. After signing from Leicester City, they were champions. And then he came to Chelsea. The next season, they were champions. I think he's lucky. In there, he has a couple of, silverware written onto his name. In a swap deal with Matteo Guendouzi, linked, for the past 42 hours, and I've been monitoring it closely. Would you take Matteo Guendouzi at Chelsea and give us N'Golo Kante?
No. After everything that Kante has done, I feel like he still has a lot more to offer.
Exactly. This is what I've been talking about, on most shows, that, I don't think Chelsea are going to be, stupid enough to wake up and they should give us N'Golo Kante. I don't know, for whatever reasons. I know they have a flooding midfield. They have so many players in there, but the right player to offload is not N'Golo Kante. But still, that swap deal is there. So let us wait and see. And now I want us to shoot straight into the Premier League predictions of this season. We have already seen 2 match days, 2 weekends of action, and Arsenal, we are the big men, man. We have won 2 out of 2. Chelsea have 1 out of 2. They were beaten by Liverpool, but thank God it was not so embarrassing. 2-0 to the champions. It is, explainable. But what do you think about this season, as a Chelsea fan, with, this transfer that you've spent almost 120, 150 million? You think you're title contenders?
I guess so. I guess it's still a bit too soon to say, but I'm guessing after Kepa's mistake, I highly doubt he's coming back.
I know. I think Edouard Mendy is going to be the first choice goalkeeper, and I think I'm just in love with the Chelsea transfers. I'm an Arsenal fan. I know we have a rivalry, but I'm in love with your transfers. You need defenders, go for them. You need midfielders, you've signed them. You need a goalkeeper, you brought in a goalkeeper. You need a striker, you brought in Timo Werner. I think the best transfer you can ever have as a Chelsea fan this season. Yeah. Many Arsenal fans think we can finish top 4 without buying more players. I've always disagreed with them. I think Chelsea is better than us on paper, though not on field by now. But I think as time goes on, you will catch up. Liverpool, they're still good, and they have added in 2 good signings. They're bringing in Ismail Sarr. I think they're still league contenders. Manchester City, no doubt. After bringing in Nathan Ake and Ferran Torres,
Yes.
they are still league contenders. Manchester United, I don't think they're... but I think United is going to be average. I have this feeling United is going to be average this season because they have literally not done any signings, and they are not willing to do any signings. And even if they did, because they are looking at bringing in Alex Telles, they brought in Van der Beek. They look the same side. They look the same side. They don't have these, this impactful, signing summer. Do you think they'll be back in the top 4? Do you think they'll beat the competition of Chelsea, Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, or you think they will finish 5th or 6th?
I'm guessing around 6th, 7th. Yeah.
6th, 7th.
Nah, I don't think.
So we're going to be taking you through the Premier League predictions. Everybody's going to give you their top 6 clubs in their order, right? Top 6 who they think will finish in the top 6, right? And me, I'll give the trophy to Manchester City. I love Klopp. I respect him. He's a good manager. I love his philosophies. I don't think he's going to win the league again. However, his transfers have been, very, very straight on point. But I'm not giving him the trophy. I'll put him as runners-up, first runners-up, position 2. Liverpool. I think City can win this league with around 95 points. Liverpool around 90 points or 89 points. Number 3, I'm still going for Chelsea. I still believe with all those signings, Chelsea will hit the road and hit it hard. So I think I'll go for Chelsea. But I think there might be a difference between a big point difference between position 2 and the team in position 3. I think Chelsea can have something like 75 points, and then the second team has something like 89 points. Then position 4, I still go for Manchester United. Yeah, I still go for United. I'll put Arsenal in position 5, cutters of Mikel Arteta. We have not made so many signings, so don't blame me for not putting us in the top 4. I'll put us in position 5. I'll go for Tottenham Hotspur in position 6 on the table by the end. And then Everton, 7. Wolves, 8. Yeah, I think the top 8 is done. I don't need to. Who will be relegated? I don't care. I don't care. But I still think Fulham will go down. Yeah, Fulham will go down. That's the only team I can predict to go down. Top 6 clubs, what do you think this season?
Top 6, I'm guessing. I still feel like Liverpool still has, I feel like Liverpool is still going to shoot. I mean, season has just started and you can't even count how many goals that they already scored.
They have a hat-trick from, Salah. They are lucky.
See? Yes, City has, I'm guessing I'd put City 2nd.
Okay.
Chelsea, maybe I'd also put that 3rd. 4th, I guess I'd put Tottenham. Yeah, I of course I cannot forget that they have been qualifying for the Champions League more often than Arsenal. Yeah, I remember that. Then 5th, Arsenal. 6th, I guess Everton. Yeah, then 7th, United.
Manchester United 7th. I think I should have a Manchester United fan predict the league because this is so unfair to them. Top scorers, I think I'm going for Aubameyang. Last season he missed it with 1 goal. Of course, we have so many newcomers that are strikers. You have Timo Werner. He has been very good at Leipzig in Germany. You have now you have Aubameyang, who's signed a new contract and revived. You have Lacazette, who was is trying to fight for his chances at Arsenal. Aguero might be injured, but I think Jesus at Manchester City might give us a show. Vardy, Leicester City, probably his last good season. Salah started off very well, and Mane as well. Mane had a brace against you guys, and then Salah had a hat-trick against Leeds. But still, I'm going to go for Aubameyang as to win the boot. Aubameyang to win the boot. 25 goals. What do you think?
No, I think Salah would.
Salah
or Vardy. Yeah.
Salah, Vardy. I'm going for Aubameyang, Salah. I think the rest will be there. Of course, I cannot forget players like Anthony Martial, but the problem with Manchester United players at times, like Marcio, he can score 25 goals, but the consistency, he lacks. They lack consistency there. Manager of the season, I'm going for
Klopp, definitely Klopp.
Klopp. Manager of the season. I think Pep will want to revenge against last season. I'm going for Pep. Who do you think will be sacked?
Sacked.
Manager. First manager to be sacked in the top 6. Okay, any manager who, even if not the first, but manager to be sacked in the in the top 6.
At first I thought it would be Lampard. Yeah, but based on the signings, now I feel like they're giving him more hope. United is also giving these guys who? Solskjaer. They're definitely giving him a second chance. I can't really say who would get sacked. It seems like top 6 managers are doing quite well.
Yeah. I was thinking about Jose Mourinho, but after beating Southampton 5 goals, I was like, man, he might not get sacked. We might actually have to keep up with Mourinho. But I still think one of the top 6 managers is going to be sacked, and I will still maintain Lampard. For one reason, he has the quality. He has been given the money, and Roman Abramovich. He gives you the money, he gives you the quality. You meander around with it. You're gone. I think Mourinho would be safe if he gets the the signings once. He might jumble things up, and of course Tottenham is not going to ask you to win a trophy for them. They're going to just Champions League. I think is okay. Yeah, Champions League is okay. Okay, guys. That is our prediction. Give us yours. Who do you think is gonna be sacked? Top 4 assists. Was it Kevin De Bruyne last season? Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. Who do you think will have the most number of assists this season? We have Pogba. We have Bruno Fernandes. I think it's a clean slate because Fernandes starts now a new season with all the other players. Clean slate. Kevin De Bruyne. You have Bruno. Who else? You have Thiago Alcantara now at Liverpool. So I think the assist boot is going to be, quite more competitive. But still, I'll go for Kevin De Bruyne, Manchester City.
I'd go for
Havertz?
Bruno.
Oh, Bruno. I thought you were going to go for Havertz. He's a Chelsea player, 72 million. Bruno is quite decent as well. But I still go for Kevin De Bruyne. I like his consistency. He does it game in, game out, game in, game out, game in, game out. And I think Premier League best player of this season, who do you think it will be? I'm going for Aubameyang. I'm an Arsenal fan. Eguna, Aubameyang.
Well, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm a Chelsea fan. I can go with Mason Mount. Still new in it, but player of money. Yeah, I'm afraid of him this season. He has started so well. But no. Aubameyang, Aubameyang. That's the man I'm going with. I think he can make it. He has been quite good ever since he signed for us from Borussia Dortmund. Oh, actually, there's also Son. Son has also.
Yeah, scored that 4 goals, man. How did I forget about him?
Son.
Anyway, guys, we shall be doing more of these episodes. Don't forget, he's opening up a new channel. We're going to be giving you the links in the description, so you will be following him. And I've always bring him to the Arsenal podcast, and I'll always go over to the Chelsea podcast, to his Chelsea podcast, to discuss more matters. Have a nice stay on the channel.
All right.